Welcome to the sixth video of the fifth section, Creating a Seek Bar. In the previous video, we have learned how to play audio and add audio controls. In this video, we will add a seek bar to the audio player. TK-Enter offers the scale widget that we use for the volume scale. The scale widget could have functioned as a seek bar, but we want something more fancy. Moreover, the scale widget would look different on different platforms. Instead, we want the seek bar to look uniform on all platforms. This is where we can create our own widget to meet the custom needs for the audio player. Let's create our own seek bar widget. The simplest way to create our own widget is to inherit from an existing widget or the widget class. When you look at the source code of TK-Enter, you will find that all the widgets inherit from a class named widget. The widget class, in turn, inherits from another class called baseWidget. The baseWidget class contains the code that is used to handle the widget's destroy method, but it is not aware of a geometry manager. Therefore, if we want our custom widget to be aware of and use geometry managers, such as pack, grid, or place, we need to inherit from the widget class or another TK-Enter widget. Let's assume that we want to create a widget named WonderWidget. We can do so simply by inheriting from the widget class. These 4 lines of code create a widget named WonderWidget, which can be positioned with geometry managers such as pack, place, or grid. However, for more practical use cases, we generally inherit from the existing TK widgets. TK-Enter widgets, such as text, button, scale, canvas, and so on. In our case, we will create the seek bar widget by inheriting from the canvas class. Create a new file called seekbar.py. Then, create a new class named seekbar that inherits from the canvas widget. This is the code for doing that. This code calls the _init_ method of the parent canvas class to initialize the underlying canvas with all the canvas-related options that are passed as an argument. With as little code as that, let's go back and modify the create_top_display method in the view class to add this new widget as shown. Here, seekbar_width is a constant that we defined as equal to 360 pixels in the program. If you now run view.py, you will see the seek bar widget at its place. This is how it looks. The seek bar is not functional, as it does not move when the seek bar knob is clicked. In order to make the seek bar slide along, we will bind the mouse buttons by defining a new method and calling it from the _init_ method. Here we bind the entire canvas, the red rectangle, and the seek bar knob to a single method named on_seekbar_clicked, which can be defined as highlighted here. This method simply calls another method named slide_to_position, which is responsible for changing the position of the knob and the size of the red rectangle, as you can see here. This code slides the knob to the new position. More importantly, the last line creates a custom event named seekbarPositionChanged. This event will let any code that uses this custom widget handle the event appropriately. The second argument, x=new_position, adds the value of x to event x, making it available to the event handler. So far, we've only been handling events. TK-Enter also lets us create our own events, which are called virtual events. We can specify any name for the event by enclosing the name in double pairs of these brackets. In this code, we generated a virtual event named seekbarPositionChanged. We then bound it to the appropriate event handler in the view class as shown. That's all there is to the custom seek bar widget. We can write a small test in seekbar.py that will check whether the seek bar widget works as expected. Class testSeekbar using this. Go ahead and run the 5.05-seekbar.py program as shown, and it should produce a seek bar. The seek bar should slide when you drag the seek bar knob or click at various places on the canvas. This concludes the iteration. We will make the audio player's seek bar functional in the next iteration. Awesome! We successfully created a seek bar. In our next video, we discuss about one-time updates during audio playback.